Right, so we don't see him anymore. And then we go pretty much straight into Doom. Like, they start trying to leave. And straight away, maybe in this one, we might be able to see something. Hang on. Where is Decapitatee? Bookmark him. 4 memories. Right, so he's sleeping in this one. He's on the deck carrying a box in that one. He's on the mainsail in that one. And he's getting decapitated. I shouldn't laugh. We'll go have a look at them. Maybe if there's bunks up. Like that's, oh, we're down in all of them, so. Can we get up here? Like everything's put up though. So I don't think it's gotten to the second night. Like at this stage, this would have been the second night of the little scenario time frame. So none of the bunks are up. No, they're all topmen. I think that's why they're considered probably the hardest ones in the game. Like everyone has said to me that these have been the hardest ones. Like everyone's been left with these ones because it's Huang Li, Ji Zhang, and Li Hong. Just all Chinese topmen. How do we work out Wei Li? Man, now I'm not going to know. And have a look. Is there text? Oh, there's 4. I think that was a bunk one because there's 4 Chinese guys, and I think there was like their bunks were 3 on one side and 2 on the other side, and he was the one that was by themselves. And I think he was the only one like in that scene, maybe. Which is like the bitter cold one. Yeah, or no, he's there. He's decapitated. They're all there. Oh no, he's having after everyone gets up the first morning, he's having it, or later on, he's having a drink with one of the seamen, and the bunk's up. There was a bunk number. We caught it late yesterday, I think. Is that the scene we have to find where he's having that drink? Is it here? Because we should probably, if that's the case, I should probably check that one. Although his mates are dead. No, yeah, his mates are already up at that stage. But it was definitely a bunk number catch. I get out of this memory? I don't think I can get past her. Yeah, one of them's an X. I don't think it's the carpenter. He's got his own room. Where is the exit of this memory? Oh, there it is. I love that thing down there. I think we're... Yeah, so all this happens, like that one happens that night though. So I think they were about to put up their bunks just before the Kraken attacked. So he's present here. That's how we caught him. He was the only one in this scene. And his bunk was up. Because the other guys are already dead. Aren't they? Pretty sure the guy that gets electrocuted, he dies in Soldiers of Sea at the start of that. And the other guy dies during the calling. And the guy that's decapitated dies in Soldiers of Sea. Yeah. So they were about to put their bunks up before the Kraken attack. And so he was the only Chinese man to put his bunk up. So any clue we need to get probably needs to happen before then. Yeah, so the sleeping scene is the bitter cold scene. That's where we've been getting, like, where you get heaps of the clues. And they're all present there. He's the first to die. Mark him. It kind of feels it's been the most useful scene out of all of them in regards to little clues and things. So I think they're in a 3 and a 1. Like here. Yeah. So they're 38, 39, 40, 41. So we've got 38 here. 39, 40, 41. So the only thing I could think of would be, I did mention one of them had lighter coloured shoes, but are they sleeping with socks, or do they? I suppose do they sleep with his shoes on? Or is it just? I mean, we're gonna have to start going for things like they're really light coloured shoes with Like, are they long socks? And a lot of them are wearing the sort of the socks that tucked into the long shorts or the short longs. And this guy we can't even tell. He's got one leg. That would have been interesting if one of them had a peg leg. He's definitely got 2 feet though. So does he. I'm sure this guy has 2 legs as well. Yeah, we did see... Well, the only issue with that is, but we might have to go with it, we can't see this guy's shoes. Although if we see them both with dark shoes... So if we go... Who we got bookmarked? So this is the guy that dies out in the ocean bit. He's only in 4 memories. Come back here, dude. Accidentally crossed you off. So this is one of them, I think. Yeah, well, he's definitely in here. And the next time we see him's at the shooting. So we can go have a look at the shooting again. Well, if one of them has light-colored shoes, it's that guy. If one of them has dark-colored shoes, it's the one in the middle. Well, one of them's not at the no, one of them's not at the shooting because he's up top. He's in the top half of the photo, and which is up there, and none of it. You can't get that far in the scene.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pascal.
See, they both look like they have dark shoes. They're very dark shoes.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East
I'd say
India
even
Company,
possibly even
and
no
thus the
socks,
Crown
just
of
wearing
England,
shorts.
I
Or are they
sentence you to
long
death
pants,
by
like
firing
leggings?
line.
No, he's got shorts, and he's just got,
Mr. Wolf,
he's got
when
that
you
short
are
sort of
ready.
pulled up a bit, showing off a bit of thigh there. Because he's got the like 3/4 length pants, possibly even just bare legs. They probably just look like socks because of the graphic, like the art style, but it's probably just like anklet shoes, showing off a bit of shin. So they're like boat shoes, which strangely enough, you know, and they're like little ankle boots, which is like the sailory shoe of the time. And the other guy that was across the way, he's wearing the full long pants. We don't need him anyway. Yes, yeah, slight different there, but they were both dark. But definitely the one that was on the left had more of the boat shoe, and the other one was more like the short boot. I think, are all 3 of them here? No, see, this one's missing, and this is where we want to see that one. We only see him here. We've already seen him. So we want a different scene then. Preferably a scene where they're all in it would be good. We might have to find a different scene for him. Oh, that's where he gets murdered, so we're not going to see the other guy in a scene with them. Oh, that's right, he's only in 4 memories. Makes it tough. So his 4 memories are the one where they're sleeping. Then this one. Where the... Wow, that's... then when he gets electrocuted, which won't help, and when he dies. Alright, so we'll go check out this one first. This might help us. We're going on a shoe theory.
Clear the deck. Remove the boats astern and throw the bodies over.
Watch your footing.
Hey there.
No.
Give him tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
No.
Okay, it's him.
It's slow.
So these are the ones that might be light coloured, but really hard to tell.
Let's have a look.
No. Get back.
Those definitely are. Well, they're in shadow as well. It is the closest thing to a clue, that's right. That's a pretty tough clue though. We can go to where he dies. We can also check the one where the other guy dies up in the rigging. We may as well do that one because we're up close enough to it anyway. So we can't. So he's definitely got boat shoes. That guy, yeah, look at the socks. That's him. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that one. So those are definitely sort of just around the ankle, whereas the other ones, this guy, he's a more boot. No, not that guy. Where's the other guy? Oh, the other guy's already dead. His are more. Well, I thought his were more ankle. No, he's the one getting electrocuted. So he's got like the ankle ones, where like, yeah. That guy doesn't matter. The other guy had more boot-like ones, and he's got white open ones. Alright, let's go check that number again. I'm pretty sure it was the lowest number of them all, but we want to have a look while we're there. Yeah, low cut around the heel. That's definitely him. So he was the 39. That's this guy. Oh. Oh, two more. Right, he's doing these two in twos. Oh man. Okay, so now it's a 50-50. Oh, I don't know if I like this. I wish it hadn't been done in the last two. That's we have 40 and 41. That's not right. Where were the numbers that we wanted? Oh, so we're at 38 and 40 though. So 40 was there. 38. No, that's 59. Where's 38? There. Oh, okay. So he's got... They're the boots. And they're the boat shoes. The boat shoes was electrocuted. 38's electrocuted. Which means We did it. Oh, wow. Oh, this game. There is nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Oh, I'm sorry. It means we don't see the bad ending. Sorry. My fault. We'll have to YouTube it on someone else's channel. Oh no, just watch my YouTube stuff. Don't go watch someone else not solve it. All right. www.youtube.com/Panztastic, by the way. Alright, Gareth. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Thanks for your help, man. Appreciate it. Nice subtle bits here and there and some deductive work. Something. Appreciate it. Non-spoilery stuff. Alright, dude.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Okay. How do I go? I agree.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Okay. Do I have to actually do anything? One week later. The Honourable East India Company insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea, prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. 1 of 23. Ship damaged in the squall, Atlantic sunk in storm, Falmouth payout claimed £20,000. Okay. Cargo company, all cargo lost, payout claimed. Yeah, we paid out the 5,000. Okay. Cargo Crown, all cargo lost, payout for the restitution, 3,000. Captain Robert Witterell, fate, suicide gun, criminal findings, murder of 4 crewmate, estate forfeiture to the Crown. Harsh. Where is the murder? Who did he? I mean, that was self-defense. William Hoscut, first mate, shot. Gun, Witterell, criminal findings, attempted mutiny, estate fine £25. Edward Nichols, second mate, fate. Yep, we got that. Criminal findings, murder of 2 crewmate, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, state fined £100. That's fair. Martin Perrott, the third mate. We don't know what happened to him. Unknown. Findings of merit, extraordinary valour, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages, and reward £90. Okay. What did not claim? John Davies, the fourth mate, was clubbed by Brennan. Criminal findings: murder of crewmate. He was defending someone else. That's harsh. I guess that's what they did back then. Alfred Klestel, the bosun, torn apart by beasts. Findings merit exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages. Yeah, he didn't do anything bad. Charles Minor. Criminal findings: murder of crewmate. That's the bullet that accidentally went through the wall and got the ship steward. Expenses claimed £15. Wow. Henry Evans, alive in Africa. Findings of demerit: abandonment of crew and vessel, estate awarded £50. Okay, so just a demerit. James Wallace, the surgeon's mate, was decapitated. Extraordinary valor, estate awarded £50. Yeah. The carpenter. Well, nothing happened. He just got his £60. The carpenter's mate didn't really do anything. Outstanding wages donated to pension because he's American, I guess. Thomas Sefton, strapped by the tail. The cook was awarded £40. Emil O'Farrell, spiked, £40. The gunner, Christian Wolf, £70. Oh, that's his wages, though. He's got a bit higher wage, I suppose. Olus Wieta, the gunner's mate. He killed Thomas Lanks. So he was fined £50. Duncan McKay, finding dirt, abandon of crew and vessel. The purser. Oh, he was one of the ones in the ship that got tossed upside down by the Kraken. Finley Dalton was the helmsman. Yeah, was awarded £30. Edward Spat was crushed by the beast, and they were awarded stuff. Abigail Hoscott was a passenger, so they don't get a claim. Nunzio Pascal was a passenger who was killed, doesn't get a claim. Emily Jackson, she shot the Russian seamen, so they were fined, even though as a passenger, their estate was fined £35. Miss Jane Bird, she's alive. Abandonment of crew, but she's not a passenger, so they're fined. Interesting. Whereas Henry Evans wasn't fined because he was a crew. Wow. Bunland Lim was clawed, no claim. Ben Sear was burned. That's Miss Lim, yeah. He murdered the crew, so he was fined from the Formosan royalty. Chiatan, he shot the second mate when they came back with the ship. Hokseng Lao, he was the one that was hanging and was shot by the firing squad. He was framed for that murder. Zung Safi, he was the one that got accidentally shot by the through the wall, so they got £35. Nice. Philip Dahl, we don't know, but there is criminal. Oh, he did murder someone, but we don't know what happened to him. He was put up in the lazarette, so hopefully we're going to find out about that in a sec. Failure to perform duties, so they were fined £35. Wow. And it doesn't even come out of his wages. It looks like they just didn't pay the wages and fined £35. Paul Moss, the first mate steward, £45. Samuel Gung, second mate steward, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, fined £50. Yep. Probably doing that at the request of the second mate, though. The third mate steward, they were given £10. Fourth mate steward is alive, so we don't know what's happened to him. Peter Milroy, midshipman, was exploded, and their family got £40. Thomas Lankier was knifed by the gunner's mate. They got £30. Charles Herstick, the midshipmans. Okay, so I think all the midshipmans did something right, so they got £35. Omid Gull, the topman, from falling overboard off the top ropes, they got £35. Okay, the topman, Timothy Buteman, he got £35. Huang Li got £35, and so did Ji Zhang. These guys didn't do anything wrong. Except for Li Hong, the attempted mutiny, fined £50. Wow, and Wei Li got £45. Drowned by the beast. Nicholas Botterill, the other topman, they got £25. Marba, the topman. Oh, that was the one we just got wrong. That was a clever one. That was the one where he was ripped in half by two tentacles of the Kraken, and then later we're speaking to the bosun, and he's like, "What happened to my mate? What happened to my squid, the Frenchman?" And the gunner's mate saying he got torn in half by the beast, and we're like, "Oh, we know who just got torn in half by the beast." You don't actually see the Frenchman die. It happens in between scenes, but in the scene where the bosun's getting his arm ripped off, you can see he's fighting the Kraken, so you have to make a bit of a... He was unblurred. Yeah, I don't remember when they got unblurred at the time, but yeah. So that was a good one about Marba, though. That was quite clever. So that was the one we got wrong, and it wasn't until much later I went, we saw him up on the top ropes, and I'm like, he's a topman. We'd already made we're like, hang on, the tattoos are really tribal. And it was, it sort of fell into place there. But we did put him down as the bosun's mate, and we're just wrong on that one. I liked how it walked you into that one, that you'd just seen someone ripped in half. You're like, oh, that makes sense. Lewis Walker at Tottenham clubs, yep. Leonard Volkov, he was the one that got shot by the passengers trying to escape. But he did kill one with a sword. The Russians... Well, it says expense claimed 50. Oh, estate unknown, so they weren't fined, but they didn't get a claim. Nathan Peters was in the upturned ship by the Kraken after his brother was murdered, or not murdered. Lars Lind should have been, he was awarded wages. Jonathan Naples, he was the one who got his leg cut off by Dahl, yeah. Renfred Rajub, these are the Indian seamen that fell sick. They all got their wages paid out. Hamindal Diom, it caused us a bit of trouble trying to find out which one he was. He got his claim. Henry Brennan was fined £50, so he should. He was a jerk. Alexander Booth got £5. Patrick O'Hagan, they were fined £50, yeah. George Shirley, the seaman. Samuel Peters, who was crushed, the very first one to die, £15. Preliminary draft this assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade Guarantor. Total claim £29,285. On behalf of Honourable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate. Declare this matter closed in its entirety. Me. Interesting. Pocket watch remains in your possession. Let me into the lazarette. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans, in Morocco as requested. Nice.